Play at the Wankhede Stadium, an iconic stadium, venue of the 2011 World Cup final, and several of cricket's big moments. Being from Italy, especially.
Yeah, obviously it's a huge honour for us as players to play at the Wankhede. What a famous stadium. I think the atmosphere tomorrow is going to be pretty special. The Nepalese fans looking at the first game have come out in huge numbers. So for us to play at the Wankhede in front of a pretty full stadium is going to be a great opportunity.
In the last match, you had a little bit of injury concern. So what's the update there? Like, how are you feeling now? And any other, if there's any other injury update or all are fine?
Yeah. So the scans have been pretty positive for a dislocation. I won't play tomorrow. We're going to give it another sort of 48, 72 hours to let it settle and give myself a chance for next week. I think it's obviously not an ideal situation in terms of doing it at the start of the competition, but I'm sort of hopeful that with a bit of rest, I may be able to play some part of this in this tournament still.
Just a follow-up to that, like just you.
Can you just wait just 2 minutes because the lights are coming. Just 2 minutes. Thank you.
Like you said, it's not an ideal situation to be in, but when a senior player like you miss out in these sort of, crucial junctures, what is a conversation that you have had with the players? Because obviously now, even though, the start has been ideal, but of course, there's lots to play for. So what's the conversation that you have so that they can handle in your absence?
Well, we've got a squad of 15 players, and everyone is deserving of being here. I didn't play the last warm-up game that we played against the UAE, where we won pretty convincingly. And we have players who can win us games throughout the squad. So I think the conversation for us has really been about refocusing after that first game. It wasn't the start that we were looking for, though this is another opportunity for us to go and show our skills on a world stage against. Yes, Nepal are a very good outfit, but for us the message is to focus on what we need to do to win the game tomorrow night, and fully around our planning and looking to go into that with confidence that we've brought into the tournament.
I just want to know, so can you tell me firstly who would captain? Can you just give a confirmation who would captain tomorrow? If you're not playing, then who's the captain?
Harry Menenzi is our vice captain, so he'll take over as the captain.
Okay. My question is, did you guys get to see the England-Nepal game, and whatever you saw out of it, how much confidence does that give you, seeing an associate nation run a full-fledged team so close? How much confidence does it give you that you can, there is a chance in this format especially, to run any team close on any given day? Because you do play England later on at Eden Gardens as well. Yeah,
not just Nepal, but we've seen it with a number of the associate teams and how well they've performed at the start of this tournament. We all know that T20 brings the competition's levels a lot closer together. It takes one or two special performances from a couple of players in a team to win a game. So yeah, we can take a lot of confidence from having watched the Nepal-England game, but also the other games. I think the USA played really well against India first game, and likewise the Netherlands against Pakistan. So there have been some really good performances from the associate teams, and we've come in with a lot of belief at the start of the tournament. So I think for us is really backing ourselves and taking the game on, and that's the message to the players.
Hi, Wayne. A couple of questions. Firstly, if you could just summarize the last few days for you in terms of how you're soaking it in, because a team like Italy, where you've got players like Jaspreet, who also works as an Uber driver, or Kalugamage, who also works in a pizzeria, for a team like Italy to be playing at the World Cup is, a huge sort of an achievement. When you be reminiscing on these days, how would you be looking on the last few days? If you could just tell us, if you could just summarize at the start.
Yeah, obviously, such a special moment to play our first game. It didn't go to plan, but it was still a real special moment for everyone to be out there at Eden Gardens playing our first World Cup game. We've reflected on it over the last couple of days, had some good time to look at our performance, and obviously we want to improve on that performance. The biggest thing that we've spoken about as a team is taking the game on and going and enjoying ourselves. And it really is embracing this moment for us as players, as a cricket nation. and growing from it. So learning from this is going to be crucial, and that's what we want to get out of it. So for our players, like you mentioned, Jas, and in fact for everyone in the squad, this is a real growing moment for us, and we don't just want to come here. It's not just about the taking part of the games in the tournament. It's embracing everything around the World Cup, and what India has to offer from a cricket perspective and from a cultural perspective. It's enjoying ourselves, and I think we're certainly doing that as a squad and a group.
Yeah, and also, though in with the humorous undertone, you mentioned in a previous press conference that Italy playing at the T20 World Cup could actually go on to inspire the Azuris also, who have not yet qualified for the FIFA World Cup. The hosts of the FIFA World Cup, USA, are also playing in this tournament, and we saw their president tweeting about the team. He might have been a day late and $1 short, but what has been the sort of reaction back home from your administration, the Italian administration? What sort of support are you getting?
Yeah, I think it's been hugely positive. I mean, from our administration, from the consulates out here, we've had a couple of meetings with the consulates or the consular members out in India, and I think the reception's been really positive, both here and back home. So it's great for the game within our country, and for us being here, it's obviously great for the game around the world.
Hi. So my question is to the both of you can answer this. So one of the two teams playing tomorrow will be getting their first T20 World Cup win. And how is the prospect of that looking for you guys? And what does that one win, like getting through that barrier or a breakthrough of sort, would mean for Italy?
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, but it's a good point that you make, that someone will win their first game. We just see it as an opportunity. We've played really well in the lead up to the World Cup. As Wayne said, we were disappointed with our performance against Scotland. But if we can rise to the occasion and not let the occasion get too big on us, I think we've got a team that can definitely put in a good performance and potentially win the game tomorrow.
And how is your research on the local, knowledge, or how do you sort of go about it? Because you rely a lot on data and analytics, or do you maybe speak to people around here? So what has your research been like so far?
Conditions-based. A few of the coaches and players have been here before. Fortunate enough to be staying in the same hotel as the English team, so there was some good conversations had this morning about conditions and whatnot, so that helps. Obviously, it's going to be the first look at the stadium for plenty of the players arriving at the game tomorrow, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is, and if we can adapt to the conditions, we'll play well.
A couple of questions from me. Firstly, are you looking at the BCCI, for example, to sort of help out with the stadium or an 8 or something like that to Italy, which could be a game changer, in that sense, and maybe a league kind of situation, because Nepal, we have seen they've improved with their league last year, that the T20 league that they launched. That, and B, and since Nepal beat almost stunned England the other day, does that also create this thing that they're going to go into this match as the favourites? So sort of you will have to be on your toes.
So in terms of the first question, I think, for us with cricket becoming an Olympic sport and trying to get a stadium within Italy, there's our Olympic committee that are going to be supporting us with that. The ICC obviously also going to be helping out with that, and the federation. The exposure that we're going to get here through being in India, that's also going to be a big factor in that regard. In terms of the game tomorrow night, it's in terms of the favourites, we're looking at it that we're going up against Nepal and we've got to go and perform. So there's nothing for us looking at who's favourite and who's not. It's just about going out and executing our skills and performing.
Just one last question. How does it make you feel?
Don't use the microphone.
Yeah, easy with that.
How does it make you feel when football legends like Andres Pirlo wish you guys the best for this World Cup? Because Italy as a country is known for its football a lot more than cricket, but when guys are sort of wishing you such great players are wishing you a cricket team that's first time going for a World Cup. How does that make you feel as players? And do you feel that when more such prominent sporting personalities in Italy contribute to promoting the sport in this manner, it could actually help sort of more the next sort of generation of kids taking up the sport more seriously?
I think there has been quite a bit of support from some high-profile athletes, politicians, etc. So this is just a great platform. It's the biggest platform for the world to witness Italy on the world stage. And sport's all about opportunity. Everyone's crying for opportunities to be selected in higher teams, etc. So this is the best opportunity that our players have to put their names out there and put good performances on the board.
Hi. Yesterday, Nepal captain said that they have bigger advantage over you because they will have more support from audience. They know atmosphere better. Do you find this match will be more tough or more challenging for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, clearly, there's a lot of Nepalese supporters who've come over and are going to be in the stadium and are going to be supporting their team, and that's something that we as players have to deal with. And a lot of us do have experience with dealing with big crowds. I think the noise at the Wankhedi looking at the England game was pretty unreal. And do you know what? We got to embrace that. And that's going to be the message to the guys. Embrace you're not going to play in front of atmospheres like this very often. So go out and enjoy yourselves and really sort of embrace the moments. And then obviously concentrate and think clearly with what you have to do skill-wise.
Yeah, I think we'd much prefer to play in front of 35,000 Nepalese than no one. So,
Exactly.
So it's a great experience.
Yeah, someone at the back.
So you said that you are going to embrace the match against Nepal, the fans, the environment and all. The match against Nepal, you are going to embrace it. So are you...
Yeah,
just
it's
speak without
quite,
it.
yeah,
It
speak without it.
echoes.
It's echoing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you don't go into cricket games to lose. I mean, we're positive with our language and what we want to achieve in this World Cup. We've been pretty clear that we want to win games, no matter who we're playing against. And yes, it's about embracing it, and to win in front of 35,000 people is going to be pretty special. So for us, it's go out and enjoy ourselves and yeah, give it a full crack. I think, well, that's obviously the goal and objective, and certainly of this group, to leave a legacy on Italian cricket and grow the game and build it further. So we'd like to think so. There's obviously a lot that needs to happen for that to take place. But we are certainly, by us being here and performing at this level, it gives ourselves a great opportunity to grow the game within our country.
Taking from the last game, so is there any one area where you think you need to improve to, maybe go to the next level or something, like any areas of application?
My message to the team is to be brave, be more brave in situations to take the game on. We had a few dismissals that were a little bit half-hearted. Obviously, Eden Gardens was a really tough environment for bowlers. So 200, it did look intimidating, but I think that's probably a pretty past score there. And then obviously losing Wayne early and then being a batsman short, chasing a 200 target was probably a little bit a hill too big to climb. But I think we showed in periods with the Manenti boys and that good cricket shots in that at that stadium got the job done started to get the job done for us. We just need to do that for a longer period of time. Yeah. I think the big advantage that Nepal would have over Italy is that their team plays together a lot more. So our players are based in England or Australia and in Italy. So it's not often that we can get our best team together. An event like this allows us for that to happen. So hopefully you get to see the best of what we've got to offer.
Like also, your team has laid the foundation for getting cricket back home. But for holistic development of any cricketing nation, we see that it's important to have homegrown players. For starters, you can cast a wide net and pick players based on their grandparents and all. But what needs to be done to ensure that there is a flow of homegrown players coming through?
I mean, there've been some lengthy discussions, certainly amongst our group and with the federation, about medium and long-term planning in terms of how we grow the game within the country, and things are being put in place for that. We need the structures around coaching. We need the facilities. There's a lot of things that we require to happen in order for us to build the game. But I think important is obviously having a high-performance setup, and one that identifies young talents as well, and then obviously the pathway to be able to create that. I think the biggest challenge for us is that within the country there's no grass pitches, and to be able to compete at a top level, we have to have that. That's number one in terms of being able to take the game further, and in that regard, bring international cricket into the country, which will then allow us to develop even further. So yeah, there's a lot of discussions that have been had behind the scenes in terms of what needs to take place, and we, like I said, we will be getting the support from CONI, from the Federation, from the ICC, local governments, sponsors. So yeah, there's. I think it's really important for the game that the collaboration is there, so that we can develop it. Yeah, that will obviously be hugely beneficial. The more cricket our guys are playing at a top level, the better we're going to become as a team.
So the new European League
Yep.
about to start. We'd love to see an Italian team in there. So I imagine like if we could have a facility that could host a team, then we'd love to have an Italian-based team in the EPL. We're a good chance.
It's.
You don't think so? No, we're a good chance. It's a two-horse race. T20 cricket only takes one or two people to have a good day, and you win the game.
Yeah.
So we're going in there with the idea that we can beat them.
I think we can take a lot of confidence from playing our warm-up games. We played against UAE, who are ranked ahead of Nepal in the ICC rankings, and we beat them pretty convincingly. So there's a lot of confidence that can be taken from that performance.
The conditions part is big though. Our players haven't played there, so there's the advantage that they've played there before. But who knows if the wicket's going to play the same as the last game? That's the beauty of cricket. Every time you turn up, the conditions vary, and the team that adapts best on the day will play the best or get the result that's warranted. Okay, thanks.